here. I'm doing my podcast. She's a funny one. Man, it's dark out here. That's these Halloween lights. Getting in that Halloween mood. Can you see me though? Maybe slightly. What it do, good people? Revelations with Ray. Had to come out here real quick. We got delayed. Usually we do this at 8 o'clock. But then it was late. Not late, but later. Chicken and dumplings took a little bit longer to cook than we thought they would. Plus we got off work a little bit later today. So all things considered, here we are. And then I got caught up watching the Bears game. Bears took the lead late. Y'all pray for your boy. Old DJ Mike wanted to bet me $10 on the game, so little gentleman's bet. Right now we got the lead 14-13, so go Bears, bear down. But I wanted to jump on real quick, talk about something I thought about with the debate and the aftermath, in which they spoke about on both sides. You know, I heard a lot of people talking about how, I mean, obviously it was a historic moment. First black VP, vice president as a woman, first woman VP up there debating against Mike Pence, and some of the rhetoric that came after the fact was, you know, how proud, you know, I was listening to Steve Harvey showing how proud they were of Kamala Harris for kind of holding her own during the debate. And, you know, not getting too angry, too upset, and having to tread lightly. For one, because she's a woman. Two, because she's a black woman. And she didn't want to come across as being the angry black woman. Which is crazy. You know, it just had me thinking about it. And that whole tag and stigma, I guess you would say, of the angry black woman or the angry black man. And I say it's crazy because everybody gets angry, you know. And I've thrown that term around, not thrown it around, but have heard it, and it just had me thinking that here we are on a national scale in 2020, still talking about the stigma of, or stereotype, or whatever you want to call it, of being an angry black woman or angry black man. First of all, I want to say that from the teachings and the things that I've seen and allowed to go down some of these black communities, if there is an angry black woman or black man, then they definitely within their full rights to be angry, not only at a system that was not designed for us, or, you know, has not at all times allowed us to participate in the pursuit of happiness to its fullest extent. So there's good reason to be angry, and to be angry at one's, you know, self and own people for not seeing through the bullshit and rising above. So but everybody gets angry. You know, why would it be okay for any racial counterpart to express their emotions, but have a stereotype or stigma laid on a black person when they express the same emotions, and you know, when it's really cause for that type of situation. So I think we need to, you know, in listening to that national media talk about how proud they were of her, of keeping her composure for that reason, so that she didn't come across as the angry black woman. I think that it's these type of talks and this type of rhetoric that's out there in the media that we need to get away from. We need to at all turns, when we start hearing this terminology put out there, denouncing it, getting it out of our mind, because, you know, if we want to look at everybody as human beings and on equal footing, there can be no stigma of the angry black man or the angry black woman. I mean, we don't say the angry Chinaman or the angry white man or the angry, not even the angry Jamaican, where they just label them black too. But, there's no saying that goes around like that. And I think we need to get away from that and really, really be mindful of the things that we soaking in and listening to and accepting as some sort of truth when it comes to a certain people. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just one of the things that I heard after the fact of why they were proud of her. And I mean, I guess she did a good job. I didn't really think much was answered during the debate from either side. Again, I think Pence had a hard time defending Trump, especially when it came down to the scientific stuff, when they talked about how he doesn't back science and things like this. I mean, there's a reason they got science class. So I don't think either party did well. Again, didn't really answer any questions directly or anything like that. So again, just for me, a bad showing by the dominant two parties. I won't say by the two-party system, because it's not a two-party system, although many have been brainwashed into believing so, because it's been that way for so long. There are other parties on the ballot, so exercise your options. But I just thought it was a bad showing by the two dominant parties. It was still interruptions, not as rudely as before or as the presidential debate, but still interruptions on either side. As you see Picklehead back here jumping in the window, Ghost Man, I'm twisting out. But I didn't think it was really all that informative, so good it's only going to be one vice president debate. I truly believe that during the next presidential debate, we should have the third party, Joe Jorgensen, on that debate stage speaking as well. Doubt that'll happen. But I think if we want to have all the options laid out there for the people and true freedom of choice laid at our hands, that they need to allow these other parties that are on the ballot to debate and get on the debate stage. So, but for me, nothing really noteworthy about that debate. I just wanted to get on and speak to that fact of, these sayings that are out here. I wish people would stop and think about what's actually being said and really digest it and ask yourself, does it even make sense? You know what I'm saying? A lot, sayings that we came up hearing as kids, and then you get older and you like, well, that just didn't make no damn sense. So we question everything. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist about everything, but definitely question things and use your logic, go with your gut, and get out. I will, for the first time, let my vote be counted and voice be heard. So coming from somebody that was, one of those people that was like, oh, your vote don't matter. It's all a waste of time. I've turned the corner, as the brother Malcolm X did at the end of his time. He used to preach about not being involved in the political spectacle, and towards the end of his time, he started to realize that, hey, maybe we do need to use our power and influence, excuse me, to get into this political game and have a hand in it. Again, you can't be King Koopa if you don't play Mario. You can't. In order to be the king, you got to beat the king, but you can't beat the king if you ain't playing the king's game. So Let your voice be heard. It's a few weeks away. But again, that's all I got to say for the night. I love everybody. No hate for anyone. As weird as that sound, I don't mean like I love you like that. I mean, I just got love for the human race. So, and just, like to see people doing good or doing better than what they think they could be doing. So, keep being strong out there. Take care of yourself. Every day is about making you the best version of you. So, on that note, I'm out. It's Ray, the GrayScale. It's going black. Deuces.